Right, hello there. Let me tell you about tope fishing in Loch Ryan. For a start, if you think you're going to go down to Loch Ryan, sling a bait in, catch big fish within 10 minutes, forget about it. It's not going to happen. But if you're prepared to put the time in, put the effort in, find out when the fish come on the feed, you'll have a fantastic time. This year the biggest tope I've had so far is 65 pounds. Very nice fish indeed. What I wanted to do today is just to show you the gear that I've developed over the years for tope fishing, and I find this setup that I've got here 100% good. Nothing but good. First of all, have a look at the rod. There we are, Shimano Beastmaster up-tide rod. You can use down-tide rods, but up-tide rods without fish, a down-tide rod every single day. Cast it out from the side of the boat, you're in fairly shallow water. Brilliant. Reel, the old Dora Slush 30, built like a battleship, lasts you forever. Absolutely bulletproof. Right, loaded with 30-pound line. You don't have to use 30-pound line. I did because I've got loads of it. On top of that, you need an 80-pound leader. Now, the leader is very important. When you get tope up the side of the boat, they'll be thrashing around, they'll be going every direction. And you need this 80-pound leader to take the rubbing, the abrasive up the side of the boat. I wouldn't go fishing without it. You need that. Then you look at the rest of the gear here. You've got your normal sliding leisure there, and you've got your gripper weight there. There's your gripper weight. Cast it out the side of the boat. You're away from the water tolerance of the boat. That embeds into the seabed, and that fishes perfectly. Right, the next thing we move on to is that I don't use heavy mono traces. I've always been a wire man. I wouldn't give you tuppence for mono traces. They're absolutely rubbish. People have them in their fishing tackle boxes for 5, 10, 20 years. They get them out, go to use them, and they just fail. This is the modern wire, 48 strand. This is a 175 pound breaking strain. You can do what you like with it. It's absolutely, this trace here has been used many a time, and it's still perfectly straight. It's so supple that when you put it onto a swivel or onto the hook end of it, you can tie it on with a Flemish knot, 2 crimps, and just a little rubber sleeve just to protect it all, make it all nice, and that is 100%, nothing like that. If the crimps did slip, the knot would just tighten up. I've never had that happen to me. The other end of it, here we go, we've got 2 crimps, we've got the Flemish knot, but this is the real part of it. This is the money thing. These circle hooks are absolutely a must. Especially for tope fishing, you could say they were designed for tope fishing. When the tope takes the bait and runs off with it, this just runs along the side of its jaw. It embeds the scissors and it pops out the side of the scissors, and all the weight of the fish is taken on this part of the hook, just there. And more often than not, that part is sticking outside. The barbs on it is very small, and they're an absolute beauty to get out. All you've got to do is just run it round backwards and it falls out virtually. But while it's in the fish is hanging on to that part of it, and that part of it takes the strain. Unlike the old J hook you've got there, where that part, big barbs, that part takes the strain, and there is a chance of the hook being pulled straight. These circle hooks are absolutely brilliant. I use nothing but them now, and this is what I use for the wire, 49 strand wire, brilliant, use it all the time. And that is basically my basic setup for tope fishing. I wouldn't change it. I've done it now for many a year, and it's absolutely brilliant. Bait on the end, you can use flapper, you can use mackerel tails, you can use whiting, you can use dab. All of them work very well. That's it. Go out there, have some fun. There you go. Bye for now. Mm.